me happy. Look at that. From the folks at Bernini, this is the Luigi. It's a hanging bird feeder that is quite unique because this is the Golden Corral, all-you-can-eat buffet for birds. The more bird seed you put out, the more birds that you will attract. And at $21.34, that is a clearance sale price. Today is the very first day that has been made available at that clearance sale price. That's the good news. Here's the bad news. Even though you're saving 40% off the QVC price when it was made available earlier this year, but when they're gone, they're gone. We're into August. This morning was a magical morning. I got up, fed livestock, came to work. It was 50 degrees outside. I mean, it felt, nippy in the air. It was cold, but it was a wonderful, refreshing cold. So what we are talking about is this transitional time of seasons where we're going from the heat of summer to that first cool time in fall. And that's the best time of year to make sure that your bird feeders are fully stocked and you can send out the welcome sign. Let them know that they're ready to go. Interesting designs too, they really are. I want to introduce you to a friend again. Today's a fun day for me. I get to work with my buddies. Ginger Wall, for many years, has been bringing us some of our best-selling garden and backyard items. She's standing by, I believe, in her backyard. I wonder if we'll actually have birds here today. Ginger, good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I think I'm scaring the birds away, Dan.
Okay.
They probably are very mad at me right now looking at their bird oasis, their buffet that's waiting for them to just kind of go in and feed the whole entire family.
Yeah, most bird feeders, they just don't hold enough seed. And birds, by the way, most birds are a little territorial. They don't necessarily like to come together. So when you give a bird distance, and by each one of these units, you can swing them, turn them, put them anywhere you want. So the goal is to get it set up so that it's got a sense of balance. See how they move?
Right.
The one that I've got here is called the bronze. The other one is called the multi. And the multi kind of looks like a verdigris finish, similar to, the Statue of Liberty was once copper, now it's that gorgeous green patina. All you do is you fill these up with seed. There is a drain hole in the bottom of each and every one of them. So you don't have to worry about them, wasting seed. And it's artistry for your yard. I like it. It's different.
You know what? I do too. All of the Bernini products, the fountains, everything that you see is actually designed by our in-house designer, Richard Henderson. So this is really kind of like a piece of artwork for your garden. But I love it, Dan, because it makes it simple for me to pour the birdseed in. There is actually the drawing that the artist did on artist rendering, Richard Henderson again. This is actually one of the bird oases that we have, Dan, 5 different levels for the birds to kind of come in. They don't feel threatened by it because it's all completely open. It's easy for you to fill, and each one of those spheres holds 1 pound of bird seed.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what kind of bird seed that you put in there. And there you can see from above the spheres. Now, these are all completely weatherproof. You don't have to worry about the metal. It is UV protected. It is gonna last. And also there is like the spheres are not made out of glass. I know they look like it. And I like that you're moving that around too, because you can see when you do put the bird seed in,
Yep.
and these kind of twist around, you can lock them into position so that it is kind of straight up and down, because it can be a little bit wonky if you have one on one side. It'll kind of, you see how that is? So you can kind of lock this down and twist that little lever that's right there and lock it into position.
It's just a smart idea. The whole goal here.
It is.
Listen, we put out bird feeders for 2 reasons. One of them is generous. The other one is very self-serving. The generosity is I know that I'm feeding birds. It makes me feel good. Self-centered, I like watching them because birds.
Me too.
Birds amaze me. They really do. And to see the dynamic of different types of birds interacting is every bit as much fun. Bird watching is one of the top hobbies in America, and we're spending more time outdoors. Our outdoor living space has become much more important to us. I have bird feeders everywhere. We finally have a clearance sale price on this one. Ginger, it's 40% off of what we talked about earlier in the summer. But when they're gone, they're gone. And today's the very first day that we can make them available at that sale price. Depending upon what type of seed you put in your feeder, that determines what type of birds are going to come to it. But I'd start feeding them right now because those birds will start getting hungry in just a few more weeks. Neat design.
It's so much fun, isn't it? It's a very cool design. I like it because it's like that mid-century lighting design, and it really is a piece of artwork. If you're lucky enough to pick up that bronze, or even this one that's our multi that has a little bit of that verdigris look to it, this is going to hold an enormous amount of seeds. So you're not going to have to go out there every other day and feed your birds.
Right.
It actually holds 5 pounds of bird seed, and it's easy. There's nothing you have to twist, and there's no light assembly, but there's no tools that you need with this either, and it has a nice oversized S hook for you to hang it. But it's something that I completely enjoy and have enjoyed ever since I was a little girl, and my dog seems to enjoy it too, my little bear.
Nice.
And you know what? It's fun, and I'm teaching Victoria, my little one, all the little birds too, and getting her involved in it. It's fun.
Ginger, always good to see you, fellow Hoosier.
Nice to see you too, babe.
I will talk to you soon. Thank you for your help this morning. Take advantage of that clearance sale price. The bronze has been the most popular, and people are picking up more than one. It holds more bird seed than any other feeder that I have presented this year.